Next up, we chat to Roland September from PNS Safety and Security at UCT. He talks to us about what UCT is doing to keep its students safe.
The safety at the university itself, it's pretty, I would say students are safe on campus. Our problems are more on the peripherals of the campus and the surrounding area. Hence, we've started a campaign to strengthen the peripherals of the campus, that we don't have crime actually flowing onto campus. And by that I mean we've joined forces with the GSID, the Groote Improvement District, as well as South African Police Services, being Rondebosch, Mowbray and Woodstock. And then also with the cluster, the SAPS cluster, which is in Claremont. And the idea is to form a united front and work together instead of operating in silos. On campus itself, we had laptop snatching, which became quite a problem. And I'm glad to say the perpetrator was caught. In total, he stole 16 laptops, admitted to it. He's serving a 2-year jail sentence at the moment. He picked up a student card, and that's how he gained access to the library. And he spent his days in the library as a student, but when students would move away from their desk to go to the toilet or to fetch another book, he'd snatch their laptops. He admitted to all this. They haven't recovered the laptops, but he's admitted to it, and as I said, he's serving a 2-year jail sentence. Most of our crimes are theft related, and laptops, iPads, iPods left unattended in common areas being food court, jammy stairs, soccer field, sporting facilities. And opportunists are around, find a bag with a laptop in, and that's how it tends to disappear. Well, on campus itself, we have a variety of cameras. We have the PTZ, the pan, tilt and zoom. We have fixed cameras, and in total we have over 500 cameras being monitored and recorded 24/7. That in itself, we have a surveillance room. That in itself has reduced crime. There's 4 surveillance operators operating 24/7, picking up on body language, and this has also reduced crime over the years, as well as we have a link, as I said earlier, with the Groote Improvement District, who operate on the peripherals of the campus, and we've now created a radio link between the 3 vehicles operating on campus, or campus protection vehicles operated by G4S and the Groote Improvement District. So they have 3 vehicles and we have 3 on campus, and the 3 vehicles are in radio contact. So when things happen off campus, CPS will be informed as to what's happening, and with the communication we find this has also reduced the crime on our peripherals. Well, the campus is divided up into zones. The surveillance operator will pick up something's happening. He'll call the ground staff in, which is your foot patrols, and they'll be supported, and it takes them a minute or 2 to get to a situation, and they're supported by vehicles. We have 3 vehicles on campus, of which 2 of which should be close by. Visible policing is very important, hence they actually wear bibs that they are more identifiable. We are looking at improving the patrols by actually issuing patrolmen with segways. I don't even know what the Segway is, the 2-wheeler with the battery operated motor. This is to make them more mobile, and you're actually elevated so you can actually see down as to exactly what's happening in vehicles and all this type of thing. So we're taking delivery of a few Segways within the next month or so, and we're hoping that is also going to improve the patrols. We have a very good relationship with SAPS. Each police station in our area, being Woodstock, Mowbray and Rondebosch, have a vehicle patrolling on the peripherals of the campus, and every now and again they'll actually come onto campus to do a patrol. So, and we have their cell phones on the vehicle, so if something happens, you're not going via the 10111 number, you're actually calling the officer in the patrol vehicle to respond. So it's basically an immediate response. We interact, and where they have joint ventures, we actually partake in the joint venture. We will have all of our CPS staff doing foot patrols with SAPS opposite. From time to time I join them myself, just to get the feel as to what's happening on the ground. But the idea is always, to assist and protect students. We also use, through our communications department, the SMS system, Vula, Twitter, Facebook, to get messages out and also get feedback from students as to what's happening in their particular area or their campus. and we try to react to these things immediately. We have the Jamie shuttle operating to all campuses, such as Ealing Medical School, but we also work closely with the city, with Metro Police, MyCity, so we have this interaction with Metro and with MyCity, and we can pick up exactly when things are, when there's untoward things happening. We will be informed of these situations, and we'll try and reroute students, get the message out. Don't travel by train to Cape Town for argument's sake, because there's a situation at Cape Town station. And this is where the SMSs are quite handy these days. What we've also realized is giving students flyers and putting up posters doesn't really work. You need to use social media, and this is what we're embarking on now, that we do most of our campaigns on social media. And it tends to work because it also creates a topic among students, and they tend to be, taking note of the message we're trying to put over. If you judge by the topics that's being discussed on Twitter, there are more positive messages coming out of it. It's not just the negative things that you find happening around us that's being discussed on Twitter anymore. There are positive things coming through. So I would say, yes, we're getting to more students now than what we used to get. Students are feeling safer at universities than off campus. The thing is, you need to keep up or ahead of the trends, and this is where the difficult part is, where you don't know what's coming. But currently we have a scenario where an item will be stolen, like a laptop, iPad, iPod, and it will be sold and out of the country on the same day. So you need your intelligence. You need to have. I don't know if you've picked it up in the newspapers. Also in the past month, where 2 people were caught at Cape Town International taking, I think it's between 50 and 60 laptops out of the country. And those are laptops that were stolen on the same day. It's not things that were stolen, the previous month or accumulated over a period. So that's how quick these things actually disappear. But these days, what we're finding is an item will be stolen. If I can explain specifically about the 16 laptops, they were stolen on campus. The person would make a call, be picked up, and taken to the station deck in Cape Town, where the syndicate would actually do the transaction. But all this has been exposed, and as I said, the perpetrators behind bars at the moment. We're in the process of starting a forum on campus where we're saying we've got 26,000 students, 4,000 staff members. If you times that by 2, the amount of eyes, we should be the eyes and ears for each other, and we should be looking after each other. If you see anybody that shouldn't be on campus, it's just to make the call. We're not saying confront the person, but just take ownership of the area around you. And in that way, we're hoping to change and make the campus even safer, and not make it the responsibility of a security officer to make your area safe. Added to our safety measures, we've embarked on a mobile kiosk that we have stationed in hotspots around the campus. G4S has supplied us with one, and Stellenbosch University also has one, but the GCID has 6 of these boxes, which we alternate and move around. They move it around the peripherals of the campus, and we move our one around on campus. This too, it's very visible. It's marked CPS with the phone numbers on it, and inside these kiosks, they have equipment in there. So the idea is also, when anything happens, you don't have to go to CPS to go report it. You can go to these mobile kiosks, and everything will happen from there. My advice to them is, look after your goods, take ownership of it. When you're sitting in the food court or one of the common areas, and you're going to, in the food court, when you fetch an extra, or when you fetch another sandwich or something, is get the person next to you, if you know the person, to look after your goods, if you don't want to pack everything up. If not, pack up and rather, come back and find another seat. But the idea is to actually take ownership of your own goods. And if you see something untoward happening to anyone else, be part of a buddy system and inform CPS by calling 650-2222. And they would send a response out within minutes. There should be a response. If the ground staff can't be there, the surveillance crew will actually be, zoning in on it.